Alright, so this is going to be part 2 of the e-bike series, which there's an issue. I hate to break it to you guys. It's my own fault, though. Yeah, so the frame I bought apparently is too small, even though the Chinese seller that I went through told me it would fit the motor. It does not fit the motor. It told me it would fit the seat. It does not fit the seat. So now I have to buy a new frame. So I'm out $680 as I can't return this frame as it's painted emerald green, as you can see here. Let's take the camera off. So yeah, as you can see, we got pretty good progress on it, and then I found out the rear motor won't fit that, and the battery probably won't fit in there either. So I don't know who's wrong. It could have been me who's wrong. It could have been the seller that was wrong, because I asked them repeatedly, like at least 5 different times for each component. Will this fit? Will this work? Will this fit? Will this check out? Yes. No, it does not. So, I'll show you what progress I do have outside of that, because this we're going to scrap. The frame that I need, I think, is $390, which I do not have at the moment. So this project is kind of on hold until paychecks start rolling in or Loot Bear starts bringing in more money. I don't know. So, I'll show you what progress I have made, and then we'll go from there. I'm going to switch you over to my workbench. Also, please, subscribe. Okay, so hopefully I'm speaking loud enough for listening to pick up. So this is my workbench, which I was recording me working on stuff in here, but like I said, I screwed it up with the frame, so a lot of that's going to have to be scrapped now, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. It's a learning experience. Can't be mad at anyone but myself. I probably should have researched it more. Let me make a little bit more room. Now I'll get back to you guys. Okay, so here's the seat, which we have worked on, and we have the wires and everything connected to. We have the speed controller mounted to this thing. We have a spray painted emerald green. Love the color. Speed controller, rear lights, banana seat. I should be able to show you guys the lights. I just hope I don't burn anything out. Let me make sure the camera can see. Yep, you guys can see my lights. Okay, cool. So yeah, we mount the speed controller to the seat, as I want as much airflow to go to this thing as possible, as this is 150 amps and 72 volts, so I know I need the cooling. I just have no idea how hot this is going to get or what to expect, but I like the mounting point. It's all figured out. I have to bolt stuff in. Now, I'll show you guys the lights, assuming I can find the cables. It'd also help if I had that. No, I know nothing about step-down transformers in regards to turning it from 72 volt when I buy the battery to 12 volts. So I have a separate 12 volt battery as seen here, which is 12 volt output, or I can do 9 volt output. 9 is good enough, or 12 is good enough, I mean, because it's just lights and horn and headlight, so I'm not too worried about it. So here's how it looks. I think this is the turn signal. No. No, that's just the dimmer lights. Okay. So it must be this, that's the turn signal. I think in part 1 I showed you guys how... That's not it. How this all works, but I figured for part 2 I might as well, since I'm at a standstill, just show you how it looks all set up. Okay, so that's tail light. So yeah. Speed controllers figured out. All good. The issue is, like I said, the frame. I can't use the freaking frame that I have. I'll jump you back to the other camera, and we'll discuss that a little bit more. Another thing, part 2 is scrapped. This is technically part 2. It was supposed to be a lot longer, but a lot of it I can't show you guys because I have to get rid of it. I'm annoyed. Probably just going to be on hold until I have the money for that. Front forks here. That works great. It's an off-roading mountain fork, so no issues there. I also have the front wheel, which I made sure fit on there. That fits good. I have to buy new brakes. I bought 180mm brakes, which are too small apparently for the frame. Apparently the frame uses 203mm, so I have those coming on its way. Then I'll install that, install it on the front fork, and then hopefully have the front handlebar set up for the front brake, as it's going to be hydraulic based, but I don't know. I'm kind of annoyed with this project, but I've never built an e-bike before, so I can't really be mad at anyone but myself. There's a lot of learning experiences. I just wish I could return this stupid frame, but it's emerald green. We drilled holes to fit the shocks and stuff in there, so they won't take it back. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. That concludes it for this update on that. Player signing off.